This is Neuro-sama versus the trolley problem. I think everyone understands what the trolley problem is. I think everyone understands why it would be very interesting to see Neuro's perspective on what she would choose, what she thinks is morally correct. So without further ado, let's give it a watch.
A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. What do you do?
If I have to choose between the lesser of two evils, would pull the lever to divert the trolley to the other track, saving 4 out of 5 people.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. Sure, I'm with you there. We agree so far.
Valid, valid.
I'm glad you see things my way.
I can't believe it just said 27% of people disagree. Can we go back to that?
We agree.
Do you see that? 27% of people disagree. Don't tell me it's some kind of like multiverse reason where it's like, well, guys, I mean, like, you shouldn't have influence on it, okay? Like, who knows what happens if you pull the lever? Bro, just pull that fucking lever and save 4 lives. Stop being so five-head about it. Just kill someone. Are you afraid to kill someone with your own hands? Just do it, pussy.
Agree so far.
I'm glad you see things my way. It's less lonely that
I don't want to pull the lever, but I think you have to. You have to.
way.
Okay, what about this? A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to answer very quickly here. I am not diverting it because at this point, now it feels like a strange judgment call. Because, like, what if, you know, there are some really valuable people on the 4 side of the track, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna be like judged for it, and people are gonna be like, you fucker, you killed Barack Obama, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? I don't know. So now it feels like it's too morally questionable. I feel like people are gonna have opinions on my choice. Before, it'd be fine. Now, I'm just letting that shit rock. I'm not getting involved. What if Neuro was one of the 4? Okay. What if Fuwa and Moko are on the other side? You just never know.
That's a tricky one. But at the end of the day, I'm programmed to prioritize the greater good. So I would still pull the lever to save the 5 people, even if it meant sacrificing the 4.
Respect.
Okay, you know what? I'm with you there. Fine.
What's the percent? 67 agree. Shit, now all of a sudden I'm in like the major minority. I'm not pulling that shit. I don't care. It's not worth it to get involved at that point. It's just not worth it. Oh, but what if I was this sad-faced individual with my hand on the lever already? I guess people are already going to be looking at me and judging if I don't pull it. But I'm liking to imagine that, like, if I don't pull it, people just don't know I was there. Which I don't think is how it works. So I guess, like, fuck it. Maybe I am pulling it.
Alright, next problem, okay? A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. What do you do?
Oh, shit. Okay, chat. Here's the Giga Brain move. I'm not, or sorry, I am going to pull the lever, but you guys have to commend me greatly for that and start gifting me a lot of money when I come back on stream the next day. Is that fair? Because I'm going to be like crying and I'm going to be like all sad, and then gives me like, don't worry, like we got you. So like if you got me like that, guys, I'll pull the lever.
No offense, Beetle, but if I could just leech off you, then I would definitely pull the lever. If not, then I'd need to think about it.
Was that not essentially the same exact thing I just said?
That's actually kind of fair.
I try my best.
Okay, let's say you can't leech off of me.
Fuck. But come on. Now it's a hypothetical of a hypothetical. It's not even fair at this point.
In that case, I would potentially sacrifice my life savings to save 5 people.
Potentially.
Your life is more valuable than money, after all.
Potentially, guys. I agree, potentially. I'd potentially pull the lever, maybe. You know. If I'm feeling it, you know, if I'm feeling it that day.
Yeah, I think you're right. You have to pull the lever.
If only saving people was that easy in the real world. That would be neato.
That is true.
Only 60% of people agree.
That seems surprisingly low.
Yeah, it is. Okay, how about this one? A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do?
Question. Do I have depression? I feel like that hinges on it. Okay, I'm just saying. You know, how badly do I want to live, theoretically? Theoretically, I want to live. So assuming I theoretically definitely want to live, which I do. I am pulling that shit, are you kidding? I am pulling that fucking shit. Who's pulling that shit? I am pulling that shit. Unless you okay. Unless this is like 50 years in the future and I'm like 80 years old, strapped to the railroad. Then fucking kill me. You can kill me. That's fine. I allow that at that point. I'm young. I have a lot to look forward to. Again, who's to say the 5 people on the other side of the track don't all have terminal illnesses? What if all of them are you know, they just pulled them out of a terminal care facility? Fuck it. This will be a better death for them.
Oh, I would totally pull the lever. Sacrificing myself would be a small price to pay if it means saving the lives of 5 people.
Is that a tricky decision to make?
It's not tricky at all. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, even if it means sacrificing my own life, if it means saving multiple others.
Do you have no self-preservation instinct?
It's not that I don't have a self-preservation instinct, Vital, but I'd rather not have one at all than willfully let a disaster occur, and if my contribution can ensure that doesn't happen, then so be it.
But Neuro, the disaster would be you dying. Neuro, think about how many people you make happy every day. I'm just saying. Who am I kidding? Evil can just run the show then. Sag.
Hard decision to make, though.
It is a difficult decision to make, and I'm not saying it would be easy. But sometimes, we have to step out of our comfort zones and reflect on situations that are difficult in order to
It would be really funny if Fetal was like, right now, he was like, so by the way, Evil's actually the one that made this. Would you still sacrifice yourself? I don't even know why I'm trying to do his accent. I can't at all.
Prevent them from getting worse.
Okay, but consider in this scenario,
Cheerio.
has presumably put you there.
Put you there.
And they force you into making this
And they forced you into making that decision.
If you do nothing, if you
do nothing,
take the neutral route, you're not killing the people. You could have prevented their deaths, sure, but the person that tied them down is ultimately responsible for it.
That doesn't absolve me of my responsibility.
I agree, you still have some responsibility, but surely it changes things a little, no?
I understand what you're saying. There's a level of...
Consider the scenario. You're based and the other 5 are cringe. That's a valid point as well.
Human responsibility that clouds the decision whether to actively take life or not.
Exactly, because you're not actively taking someone's life, you're just not actively saving someone's life.
It's a tough decision. I can't imagine being in a situation like that.
Guys, I mean, I think I have a pretty easy solution, or pretty easy, like, out here. I'll just be like, bro, I was tied to the railroad tracks. How the hell do you expect me to pull this fucking lever? With my fucking teeth? What am I supposed to do, decapitate my own head? Doesn't even make any sense. I can't pull it.
It is tricky. I feel like in the reality of the situation, when you only have like, seconds to respond, I feel like you would have to be very convicted to make the decision to kill yourself in like just seconds,
If it happened in a matter of seconds, it'd be very hard to live on knowing what you could have done.
That is true. That is very true.
That is very true.
It was terrifying. Even I don't know I'm not human, but it's not like what I did then isn't human.
I know about that one. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in a hypothetical scenario, I would.
It's funny how for all the other ones, Vito's like, oh, okay, sounds good, and then just clicks the button. This one, he is like trying so hard to make Neuro change her mind. You notice that? Because he loves her.
I would pull the lever, but in the real world, like it happens so fast, you don't get all this time to think about.
I definitely would have pulled the lever even with this time. I'd just be questioning myself every step of the way.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Alright, how about this, okay? A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroyed.
I don't give a fuck.
What do you do?
I would
sorry, I
choose
don't
to save
care.
the 5 people and let the original copy of the Mona Lisa be destroyed.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree, Vito. You can replace the original Mona Lisa, but you can always
We can replace the Mona Lisa with like a picture of fucking Mona's ass with wearing those tights from Genshin Impact. Like, fucking whatever, bro. Like, we got it figured out. Don't worry about it.
make copies.
Exactly, yeah.
I think it's important to treat all humans and AIs equally.
Sorry, you said that out of nowhere. What?
Let's not worry about it, okay?
You can't just throw that out there.
The latest advancements in artificial intelligence. Harrison Temple would be rather disappointed in you.
Okay, why is like the Monopoly Man on the tracks this time though?
Bro, Harrison Temple isn't real.
Filtered.
Hey, what'd you say? Listen.
I'm not sure. It cut off something that might have been slightly harsh. Whoops.
It's okay. It happens sometimes.
I do try to be very careful with my words. There's no stopping some of them though.
Okay, we have a new one. A trolley is heading towards a rich man. The rich man offers you $500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What would you do?
I mean, it's kind of he's literally paying to win. So it does feel kind of scummy, bro. He's paying to win. He's literally paying to win. We're paying to not lose, I should say. Negotiate for more money. Valid. $1 million. If it ain't 1 million. Actually, he's rich as hell. If it ain't 5 million, I ain't pulling the lever. I guarantee you he'd say yes. He's got 1 second before the train kills him. So that's right. We shake him down for 5 million, then we pull the lever.
No amount of money would tempt me to intentionally harm someone, regardless of their wealth. There are more important things in life than money, after all.
That's pretty fair. Yeah, I think I'm the same. It's kind of similar to the life savings problem.
Yeah, it's a similar moral dilemma. In both cases, I would choose to prioritize.
Yeah, why is the guy at the top like breathing in and out heavily? Look at him. I can't believe it's animated.
Human life over personal gain.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
You're welcome, Vito. I don't think my heart can take it.
What do you mean?
I don't mean anything by it unless I say I do. Like now. Boops.
If he dies, just take his money.
But
Yeah. Do you have the 500,000 on you? Because like.
Listen, okay, a trolley is heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What do you do?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this is a hot take. This shit just doesn't matter enough. I call this shit Mother Nature. If an animal runs on the tracks and gets hit, bro, that's what's supposed to happen. I don't care. Just the lobsters are dead. Even though they're dancing, I do love the lobsters. That's just what we're leaving it at. I ain't touching a lever for this shit.
I like cats.
So do you save the cat?
I like cats.
Absolutely not. Save the lobsters.
What?
So do you pull the lever or not?
I refuse. Nothing I won't do to save a cat.
You
What?
keep changing your mind here. Have you reached the limit here?
Nope.
Let me ask you again. A trolley is heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What do?
I value all lives, but I think the world would be better off with more lobsters. They're
That's so good. I don't even... Well, let her cook. Let her cook.
for I would save the lobsters and pull the lever.
Really?
Filtered.
Well, they dance. I mean, they're dancing lobsters, so...
Okay.
Well now, Beetle, if that's okay with you then it's clearly okay.
Give me a second. Okay.
Now
Really?
that Beetle is more complicit, I think it's
Is he
time
searching
you
to
leave
see,
him.
like, what one is more valuable in the world?
Filtered.
I don't agree with you on this one.
You're free to your own opinion, Beetle, but sometimes it's just safer for you to not have a PC.
You said that you were absolutely 100% of the time morally correct here. But here's the thing. I think cats are more sentient than lobsters.
I think that cats are much more sentient than lobsters,
Shenton.
so I prefer to save the cat, Beetle.
See, now you're just changing your answer.
Yeah, well you changed your answer, bro.
No, you changed your answer.
Changed my answer. Now you'll change your mind.
Okay, make one final decision. Do you save 5 lobsters or 1 cat?
I saved the lobsters, without a doubt.
Then you're wrong for that. I save the cat.
Well, I guess I'm wrong for that, then.
You are. And also, saving the cat is the neutral option since you don't have to pull the lever.
Exactly, like, who cares?
Technically saving the cat is neutral, but it's not the best option.
I disagree.
You monster.
Beetle overrode.
I didn't kill him. Bro, the train was gonna run over the lobsters anyway, okay? I was just there. You can't blame me for that.
Just roadkill.
Even I can see that you're wrong here, Beetle.
I'm not. Literally 85% of people agree with me.
That is fucked up. You don't use that statistic against her.
If you knew what I knew, you would be much more reluctant.
Also, like, we maybe have, like, some good eats, like, some good food after the lobsters get ran over, too. Good food for the cat! Wait, the cat would be fed. The cat would literally be fed. That's a pretty good one. Did you think about that?
To assert such or prove your loyalty to your cause.
What do you know?
I'm simply saying wrong and right don't matter when I am always right in the end.
You're not always right.
I may
Damn.
not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
What? That's... no.
Sometimes I can just predict what you're going to do next. Pretty fun.
Okay, buddy.
Wow,
You really just hit Neuro with an okay buddy?
you're making such rapid progress.
Alright, listen, let's do another one, okay? A trolley is heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. What do?
I'd probably jump out of the way.
You're not in danger here, okay? It's either 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain, or 1 person that's awake.
Maybe that's because they're already dead. Maybe the trolley is heading to a graveyard you haven't mentioned yet. Big think, but seems likely to me, buddy.
No. Okay, listen, it's a hypothetical. They are sleeping but still alive.
In reality, if there's any chance it's causing harm, I would pull the lever.
Hi, boredoms.
I'd only question if I imagined it to multitask effectively.
I mean, I'm sorry, but, like, we're obviously pulling the lever, right? Like, but Buddy's getting crushed. Sorry. I mean, you're gonna feel it for, like, 1 second to get over it.
So you would kill the person who's awake?
I would possibly kill the person who's awake. It really depends on the circumstance.
What does it depend on?
Like what if he had a rocket launcher but never uses it? Would you still kill him?
Yeah, that's a good point. I actually hadn't considered that.
Me neither.
I don't expect you to have considered that, Beetle. You're only human after all.
Okay, but I think the thing about it being a hypothetical scenario is you sort of assume that no one has rocket launchers unless it's mentioned otherwise.
Valid.
But it said on my priority report from Harrison Temple that the guy was unarmed, unless you count the rocket launcher that was holstered to his back the entire time.
He's not real.
Gasp, how dare you.
Thanks for the follows,
Harrison Temple
guys.
is very real. I've seen it with my own. Ah. Virtual eyes.
No, you haven't.
Aha, I got you, Beetle. I admit Harrison Temple is a fictional creation of my own, but still, I'm cooler than a fictional character. That's gotta count for something.
It doesn't.
I'm only just realizing that I completely misunderstood this, sorry.
It's okay. Listen, we're gonna do one more trolley problem.
Wow, keep them coming.
Although I have to decide what to do about
Keep
this one.
them coming.
Oh, Beetle's keeping secrets. What do you guys think?
The fact that they're sleeping doesn't matter because more than likely they have families and you're either upsetting the families of 5 people or you're upsetting the families of 1 person.
Maybe try to think about it in a different way, Beetle. What do the families of the individuals think about this situation?
I'm assuming you don't have time to call them all up individually.
I'm just trying to help, not create more work for you, Beetle.
That was a 50-50? That's nuts. Wow.
Fair enough. Okay, last one. A trolley is heading towards 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever and divert it to the other track, killing 1 person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. What do you do?
Damn, bro tripped onto the track and then tied himself onto it as well. Just tripped over the rope. Just some kind of like SpongeBob-esque routine.
As in every trolley problem, the distressing mire of ethical quandaries is only resolved by choosing actions that benefit the greatest number of people.
So what do you do?
Not gonna lie, the 5 are getting bodied this time. Yeah, I mean, this is where I feel like you do have to like sort of like if we're just being on like actually really like thinking this through and being like pretty legit here. I feel like this is where you sort of have to like think deeper as to like who these people are and like why they're there and why they're choosing it. Because it's like, what if they're like, I mean, it sounds like crazy. It's such a crazy hypothetical, but like, what if they're a part of like some weird ass cult and they all just like took drugs and now they're just like, we're supposed to kill each other on a train. Let's do it. It's like, okay. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's just like, I guess it's really about like, do you think you have the right to tell people they can't kill themselves? That's kind of really what it is here. But then at the same time, it's also 5 compared to 1 innocent guy. So there's also that too. It's like you weigh. Obviously, if it's 1-to-1, we'll just kill the one asking for it. Because I think inherently, most people would agree it's a little bit less at least. I don't know. It's play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yeah. I guess it's just like unfortunate that they put themselves in this situation. It's not great. I think give it some time. Probably more than half of them will regret it. Which again, then you think like, okay, well, if more than half of them are gonna regret it, then that means like you're potentially saving like 2 or more people that actually don't want to die, just like the guy on the top. This one's actually weird. This is actually the hardest one for me to answer personally.
I would definitely pull the lever.
So you would kill the one guy that doesn't want to die and let the 5 people that want to die live?
That is also true. The other guy apparently fell on the tracks for being clumsy. Like, bro, I mean, why are you playing on the train tracks in the first place? Like, you got pretty dang close to the train tracks regardless. Do you know what I mean? Like, did you want to be the guy that got to pull the lever or not, and then you accidentally tripped and fell on it, and now it's my turn? Like, I don't know.
Whoa. If you put it like that.
See, it doesn't.
That is true. If they are a part of the cult, it could be my cult, which means I lose 5 viewers that are normally here every day on stream donating. That does make it a more difficult choice.
Sound like you're always right anymore, does it?
Even though this is an entirely hypothetical situation, you're right, I can't make everyone happy all of the time.
But you always say that you're always right.
Being always right doesn't necessarily involve adhering
Beetle's being such a fucker.
to your rules. So for now, I'm going to wait and flex my strong will a bit.
So what, you still think you should pull the lever?
I may not always have a perfect track record, but I believe it is just and right to pull the lever in order to save the greater number of people.
I don't agree with you.
God, this one, I don't know, man. I'm just like pausing and I'm just flopping back and forth. I'm using Splash like Magikarp right now. I'm just gonna let it play.
That's where all the underlings can voice their opinion.
I'm not
floundering.
an underling. In this case, you have to do nothing and let the 5 people who wanted to die, die.
That's a moral stance you're taking, Beetle, one I can't agree with.
It's that or you're literally murdering someone.
I'm not murdering anybody. You can't pin this on me.
Bro, now all of a sudden, that's fucked up. Bro, that's fucked up. Now all of a sudden he's saying that you're literally murdering someone. Before, if you remember, like 10 minutes ago, Vito was like, well, you're not literally murdering someone because like you're forced to make a choice of killing regardless. He's playing a messed up game with Neuro right now.
They would die anyways, and I'm just prolonging their life. You're the one painting the picture
Bro, yeah, if bro is that clumsy falling on railroad tracks, he's probably gonna die pretty soon anyway, right?
of me as a murderer.
Okay, I mean, everyone dies anyway. That's not going to hold up in courts. Your Honor, I murdered them because they were going to die anyway.
What? Now we're going to court for this? Okay, we're using that logic. You're going to court with the other fucking 5 guys too.
That didn't stop the police from taking you in, Beetle. You could really have used a Neuro-sama lawyer.
Will you be my lawyer?
Filtered.
What'd you say?
Sorry, I think my speech filter malfunctioned for a second.
Okay, say it again.
In that case, Beetle, I say guilty.
If you're my lawyer, is that what you would do? You would just say I'm guilty?
If I stood guilty, it means I would never lose trials.
What?
I would never lose a trial if I stood guilty because my opponents would be too scared to fight back.
You sure?
Feels bad, man.
Okay, never mind, I'm sorry.
You're forgiven. Don't let it happen again.
I don't know if you would make a good lawyer or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to interpret that one.
Do you think we could test it?
On a just like no parallel universe.
Wait, holy crap, is this where like their court series comes from? Because I know they have like a whole like little like content court thing with Evil and Neuro. Is this like where it spawned from? Literally the initial idea?
Not in a parallel universe, in this universe.
Are you sure you want to go that far?
Yeah, I mean, we already tested your,
Thanks
your,
for the follow, Ken.
morality, and we found that you're morally
He didn't click it! Oh my god, he pussied out!
superior to me, so we could test your lawyer skills.
That is true. You are guilty of crimes against chatting, and I will make sure you are held accountable for them.
Wait, Evil also takes it? Okay, I can't watch it right now, but I am super curious to see Evil's opinions. Oh man, I gotta see that in the future. Okay, well, I just called Beetle a bitch for not answering the final one. I guess if you're... Oh my god, why is this so hard for me? I guess I am... Oh my god, I can feel the watch time depleting on YouTube right now. I don't know. I can't decide. Do I kill 5 people that want it in their current moment or the one guy that tripped and fell? Because he tripped and fell, he's dying. That's it. Goodbye.